Okay, starting with the foam roller under those ankles, lean back, support yourself, and just flex those ankles back and forth. Toes go forward, toes go back. Good. Widen those feet just a little bit more. Big ankle rolls. Now take it the other direction. Big ankle rolls. Good. Now bending of the knee. Bring the roller up a little higher, and we're going to get those calves. So just back and forth. It's probably the bottom section of those calves. Roll it back and forth. You can bring it a little higher. Get up close to underneath that knee. Back and forth. Good. I'm going to take it midway. Take that other leg over so it adds a little extra pressure. And I'm going to roll it back and forth. Again, just bending of that knee to help it move. Now I'm going to take that toe and that foot outward. And then I'm going to take it inward as I'm rolling back and forth. Just adding that extra weight with that other foot. A couple times each direction. If you find a spot that's tender, you can spend a little more time on it. We're going to switch sides. Take that other leg over. Roll it back and forth. Foot goes in and out. Take it out. Back and forth. Good. Okay. Hamstrings, you're going to bring it up right underneath those glutes. Legs are straight out. Hold yourself up. Arms go back. And we're just going to roll to the top of that knee and then back to the bottom of those glutes. Back and forth. Feet, toes are straight up. Just breathing, telling yourself to relax. Now point those toes inward towards each other. Keep rolling back and forth. Now point those toes outward, away from each other, rolling back and forth. Good. Now we'll be seated. We're going to move this up to our glutes. So you're going to sit right on top of the foam roller. Start even. Again, hands behind you, heels down, so you've got good stability. And just roll back and forth on the top of those glutes. We're going to rotate to one direction. One arm comes down. So the leg closest to the ground and that arm are supporting us, helping it roll back and forth. You can rotate as far as you need to, all the way to the side, to get really the side part of the glutes. And just take it from the top of the glute to the bottom of the glute. Find some tender spots there. Spend a little more time. Rotate to the other side. Still breathing. In through that nose, nice and deep. Back and forth. Okay, IT band side of that leg. You're going to come down. The leg closest to the floor is straight. Foam roller sits right under that hip. Other leg comes up and over. Foot is flat. Down to that forearm. And between the leg and the forearm, I'm going to use that. I need to lean up a little more to take it down closer to the knee. So bottom of the glute, top of that knee again. Rolling back and forth. So first I'm starting straight on it. Now I can slightly rotate my body towards the floor so that I'm getting a little bit more into the front. And then I can also rotate it back my body slightly so I get a little bit more of the back side. Just breathe. Okay, switch legs. So roller comes up by that hip, right under that glute. Bottom leg is straight, other leg comes over, flat foot, forearm, and we roll. Back and forth. Just nice long swipes. Let's rotate that body forward so we get a little bit more the front side of that leg. Roll it back. Good. Okay, on to the low back. So start where you're seated. The roller is right at the base of that back. Both feet down. I'm going to lean down from rib cage, pull down towards my pelvis. If you need to for balance, if it bothers your core, take those arms, hold the back side of those legs. And we're just doing the top of the glute to the mid back. So just the bottom half of that back. Back and forth. Good. Now you can, again, twist that body slightly to one side and just take it back and forth. Arms can be up out of the way, arms can be on that leg. Take it to the other side, twist it, rolling back and forth. Good. Now we're gonna reset for the middle of the back to the upper back. So right in the middle, arms can be here, or again, arms can be down. Hips come up, rib cage down, and you're gonna go up to the top of those shoulders and back. So my heels, again, are just pushing, bending my knees to help me roll back and forth. All the way up to that neck. Now, if you can, arms go back and over. Now when we rotate to one side, you're gonna notice it's gonna come up towards those lats, the back of that shoulder. Just take it as far as you can. Let's try the other side. Roll. Keep breathing, big long swipes. Good. Go ahead and bring it all the way down. We're gonna just get that neck a little bit, so you want to lay onto the roller right at the base of that neck where the bone, the occipital bone meets the neck. And we're just gonna kind of slightly roll down away from it so you get a little bit of a stretch. That's what we want. You might want to hold the sides of the roller so it doesn't go too far. Just roll down, scoot down as far as you can comfortably. Keep that head so the neck is nice and straight. And then let's just take it to one side. And you're just slightly pulling that chin down and away from the roller so you get a nice stretching effect. Take it to the other side. Pull that chin down towards that armpit. Stretch of that neck. Good. Okay, going to take it vertically so it's the same as our spine. We're going to lay right on top of it. Ideally, your head will be supported at the top. You might have to scoot down just a little bit. Feet planted, arms, so wrists are facing up, arms go overhead, and relax the shoulder. Let gravity pull it down towards the floor. And just a big snow angel. Arms come down, arms come up. Down and up. Good. Now, cross those arms over on that chest. Using my leg, and again, rocking that upper body down and over. I'm just gonna hit the back of that shoulder and then back to that spine. So I'm thinking from the spine to the outside of that shoulder. So it's short distance, just controlling that roll. Good, let's try the other side. So from the spine, rock it over. I'm just kind of twisting that upper body, looking towards the floor as I rotate. Good, okay, back here, arms are bent. So at that elbow, 90-degree bend, I'm just going straight up and straight down. Let your shoulders fall behind that back. We want that gravity to help us with that posture. Down and up. A couple times, nice deep breaths. Okay. To the chest. You're gonna take that roller, you're gonna put it at an angle right in the front of that arm. So you can start by laying on your belly, right on top here, arm is straight out, and you're just gonna simply push down into the roller, into the ground. Feel that, might be some tight tension there, and then gently, you can kind of rock the roller, just slightly rock your body, so you feel as it's pressing against that muscle. Good, right by that armpit. Now, gently take it out a little further. Arms still down. Again, pushing down into the ground, slightly rolling back and forth. Okay, maybe one more adjustment. Take it even a little lower. Getting closer to that bicep area. Push down, rolling it back and forth. Good. All right, bringing it right back up to right where that armpit meets at that angle. Pressing down, arm And we're going to rotate it up and down like a windshield wiper. Just back and forth. Try to keep pressure, push down into that roller so we get it to loosen up and release. Again, deep breathing, back and forth. Okay, now we're gonna take it from the top of that shoulder, that delt, and down towards the elbow. And we're just gonna roll it down and back. Use your other arm, it's placed down, and that helps to move that body. Keep your neck nice and neutral, so we're looking down towards the ground and just rolling it back and forth. Now you can rotate that arm as that wrist rotates up and down, just gently. The nice thing here, since you're laying on it, you can determine how much pressure to put down. It depends on how tender, how tight everything is. The idea is to help it to loosen up, to release some of those tight muscles, but we're not trying to damage the tissue. Back and forth with that hand. All right, let's try the other side. So at an angle, placing it right inside that arm, coming down. First, we're just pressing down, leaning in. Gentle, just kind of barely rocking it back and forth. Good. Take it slightly lower, down that armpit. Pushing it down, just rocking it gently back and forth. Again, using that other arm as stability, and it allows you to be able to rock it, move it. One more time, just real slight down that arm. Open up into that armpit area. Okay, bring it back to the top. Arm down, and we're going to be pushing down and just rocking, big windshield wiper, back and forth. Pressing down into that roller. Okay, we're gonna roll it again from the armpit, top of that delt, all the way down towards that elbow. Use that other arm, just rock it back and forth. Nice big rolls. Push down with your arm. Now we can rotate that arm back and forth. Wrist goes up, wrist goes down, just nice and gently. Back and forth. Good. Finish off with a nice big stretch. Going up into cobra, breathe into the nose, hands up the side. You're gonna push up, look up, breathe out. Push back into child's pose. Reach those fingers forward, pull the hips back. Stretch, roll it up. Roll those shoulders. Roll that neck gently all the way around one direction, and then the other.